Hey everybody, welcome to our channel, Ari and Gary, and today we are taking you to one of the coolest places that we've ever stayed, Hotel Las Islas in Colombia. If you're dreaming about turquoise waters, tree houses, and a little slice of paradise that's a short flight away from home, then you'll want to stick around for this one. So here's the deal. We just spent a few days at Hotel Las Islas, and honestly, it blew us away. We're gonna show you what it's really like, share some tips, and give you the inside scoop so you know exactly what to expect if you ever make it here yourself. We'll also be real about what surprised us, what we do differently next time, and the moments that can really make this trip unforgettable. So let's start by talking about how you actually get here, because there are a few options. You can arrive from Cartagena by boat, by car, or if you're feeling fancy and want that luxurious experience, by helicopter. We opted for a private driver, which made the trip super comfortable, and it gave us a chance to see a bit more of the countryside along the way.
So we just left Cartagena and we're headed over to the beautiful island of Baru, where there's gorgeous beaches, white sand, crystal clear waters. We're gonna take a little break from the city and enjoy 2 days at this beautiful oasis. Once you arrive, that first impression really sets the tone. Everyone here seems genuinely happy to help, and it feels super welcoming. The whole place is tucked into lush jungle, right on the edge of the Caribbean. There are wooden walkways winding through palm trees, and every corner feels like it's straight out of a travel magazine. I remember just walking around, taking it all in, thinking, wow, this is the kind of place you dream about.
Exclusive. All right, so we just made it to the resort. We're on our golf cart chariot on the way
Feels
to...
beautiful here.
Yes, we just arrived and we are headed to our treehouse.
Our bungalow. Actually got here at 1 o'clock and check-in is at 3, and they actually had our room ready, so we're really happy about that.
All right, so let's chat about the rooms. So you can pick between one of the treetop bungalows. Think living out your wild Thornberry fantasies, but with a little more luxury.
Or an overwater bungalow with your own deck right above the sea.
We had a beautiful treetop bungalow. But one thing to take in mind is that if you have bad knees, it might not be the right choice for you because it's about 50 stairs to the top. Once you reach the top, it is very rewarding because you enter this beautiful room that has this earthy feel that really just gives you a complete sense of peace.
Our room had this high deck that was so peaceful to just lounge on. Honestly, waking up to the sound of the waves and stepping out onto that deck every morning was pure magic. I found myself just sitting there with my coffee, soaking up the view and feeling totally disconnected from the outside world in the best way possible.
Area to sunbathe, maybe have some breakfast with a rock, and then as I put my head on here, you make your way around here. Now we have jacuzzi. This resort is huge and it's packed with tons of things to do. Because the resort is so massive, one of the best ways to get around is by one of the bikes that they provide you right outside of your bungalow. And there are plenty of spots to visit. There's an infinity pool that's perfect for those lazy afternoons, a spa if you want to treat yourself, and free kayaks and paddle boards for exploring the bay. If you're into adventure, you can try the snorkeling, or you can book a boat tour to one of the nearby islands, or you can even rent a jet ski for the day. We actually took a kayak out one morning and it was one of the most peaceful experiences. Just Ari, me, the water, and the sounds of nature.
food here is limited but amazing. Super fresh seafood, tropical fruits, and Colombian classics. My tip, don't skip the ceviche, and if you're a coffee fan, you'll be in heaven. We tried a bunch of different dishes, and honestly, every meal felt like a special occasion. One night, we had dinner right on the beach, with lanterns lighting up the sand and the sound of the waves in the background. Moments like that really stick with you.
One thing I really loved about this resort is that every day feels different and nothing feels rushed. There are so many ways for couples to connect here. Imagine starting your morning with a sunrise together right there on your private deck, and then heading down for a couple's massage at the spa. You can enjoy your private dinner right near the beach, just the two of you, lanterns in the sand, and the sound of the waves right in the background for music. There's something really special about sharing these moments, and this resort is the perfect place to do so. You have the observation deck where you can just take in the beautiful nighttime stars on a clear day, and whether it's biking through the jungle trails together, spotting wildlife, or just relaxing in a hammock with a view on the beach, Hotel Las Islas really sets the stage for romance and adventure, and it's the perfect spot if you want to unplug and you want to reconnect with each other in a totally unique setting, a short flight away from home. All right, so here are a couple quick tips from our stay that we want to go ahead and pass on to you. Book your activities early. If you're looking to do anything off of the property, just know that Las Islas is in a very remote location and it can make it very difficult for tour guides to get to you. So you want to give them ample time to reach you. Make sure you book those activities early. They fill up very fast. Bring bug spray. And trust me on this one, you will need it. You're in the middle of the jungle, tons of mosquitoes. I think I saw a Pokemon out there. You'll need it. Don't be afraid to unplug. While Wi-Fi is available and it is strong, you're here to connect. You want to soak up every minute of the outdoors. So just try to take this time to really enjoy nature and unplug from the typical day-to-day. And if you're going to be here for a couple of days, consider booking a mix of both the Treetop and the Overwater bungalows. Each has its own vibe, and it's fun to do a little light comparison and take the time to chat with the staff. They have some awesome stories, great recommendations that you will not find in a guidebook.
On our last night, something kind of special happened. We were heading back to our bungalow after dinner on the beach, just walking along those wooden paths under the stars. Honestly, the whole place feels even more magical at night, and we bumped into another couple, probably in their 50s, who told us they'd been coming back to the hotel every year since their first visit. We ended up chatting for a while right there by the water. They shared how this place had become their spot. They'd celebrated anniversaries here, made friends with some of the staff, and even renewed their vows on the beach a couple years back. Hearing their stories made me realize how a quick trip like this can turn into a tradition, something you look forward to together year after year. It honestly inspired us to start thinking about our own travel traditions and the kind of memories we want to build. It's those little moments, unexpected conversations, shared sunsets, laughing over dessert that really make a place stick with you long after you leave. If you're looking for a getaway that feels both adventurous and totally relaxing, Hotel Las Islas is it.
If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you like this video, hit subscribe and let us know where you want to see us visit next. Thanks for hanging out with Ari and I, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.